Hey y'all, what's up? I just want to give a shout out to Petty Tupac TV. Make sure you go smash, like, and don't forget to subscribe. For real, for real.
Yo, I want to tell the story, right, about the call girl lifestyle and how I participated in the early years and whatnot. I was fresh out of juvie, fresh out of juvenile. It's like late 2000. I did 2 years, 2.5 years or something like. Yeah, I did 2.5 years. This like late '08, early '09 or something like that, or it might have been the summer '09. Back page popping. I'm 18 years old at the time, so I'm seeing, I'm hearing about this page, whatever, and I go look on it one day. I see all my friends from high school or people that I messed with when I was a kid. Especially in the Warren area, it swamped the Warren area. All the Warren Tower chicks, the Warren, all down there in the 586, it swamped it and killed it, man. Like valedictorians, prom queens, they was all on the site, bro. You know what I'm saying? And some of their friends that was still in high school was all on the site doing their thing, right? So quite naturally, we still kick it, hang around them or whatever. And I'm like, I'm seeing it consume who the person is slowly but surely. Like when they started, like the same people I knew went from like loving and caring to like just ratchet and all they care about was money. That's nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Their souls was consumed. And I was that way too, for sure. I know the feeling. Not in that profession, but I know the feeling of being consumed by money. So anyway, I thought I'd try my hand at pimping. And I found out quick I wasn't, because I never had the heart to take all the chick money or beat her up or be in a relationship. Like I seen a lot of pimps in a relationship with the female or whatever, man. I remember having a couple girls through a friend of mine. God rest her soul. She overdosed in 2021. E-course, y'all know what I'm talking about. I might say her name, whatever, but yeah, it was quite a few girls or whatever, man. And at this time, like I'm not no drug dealer. All I know was robbing and robbing local drug dealers and guys that was getting money and chop shots. That's all I knew. I didn't know nothing about the dope game or pimping nothing like that. But I wanted to try my hand in it. They getting paid. You feel me? Like they making $200 for 15 minutes. I'm like, damn. All right. So I tried my hand at it because they wanted somebody to be there to protect them because guys were slicing girls' face. The story I did about the 6'8" dude putting women in trunks and all that stuff. It was some crazy stuff going on, right? Dudes had access to women and was doing some crazy stuff. So I remember I'm with her, this girl, and it was like 3 other girls, right? Double bedroom hotel, whatever. We all piled in this thing. 2 of them was drug addicts. Actually, 3 of them was. 3 or 4 girls. So I remember one day, one of the girls said to me, she like, why you let me talk to you any type of way? And all you do is tell me to shut up. Like that ain't how this pimping stuff's supposed to go. I'm like, what are you talking about? You high? She's like, no, I'm quite sober, but this, like, you don't let no female talk to you like that. You backhanded. Like that's what I've been waiting on you to do, backhand. That's why even when things going good, I always complain to you, try to start an argument or whatever the case may be. Like you gotta put your hands on me, keep me in check. You splitting the money with me, and nah, you supposed to maintain and control everything that's going on. I got a problem. I'm gonna spend all this money on whatever. You know what I'm saying? If I make $200, why you only taking 50? And the other chick behind her like, yeah, yep, she right, yep. You're supposed to take everything. And feet like, make sure we got everything. You supposed to stack the money up, make sure we got everything. I'm like, man, I ain't got the heart to be doing all that. You feel me? I'm like, I can't. And like I said, I seen dudes that was pimping. They was in relationships with these girls, and just honestly, man. The girl. I'm gonna tell you this too. She said you don't never have sex with none of us. We supposed to be having threesomes, foursomes, whatever. And I'm just thinking to myself, man. how can you be okay if you're not totally drunk, wasted? How could you be okay sleeping with a woman that just blew down 5 guys in 2 hours? And I couldn't understand it at the time. I'm like, if you just had sex with 5 guys in 2 hours, why would you want to be intimate? Why would you want to be intimate? Like, you don't have enough? But I guess emotion come along with it, and it's difference between doing something for money and doing something because you love somebody. And I've noticed that every time I've been around females like that through my little wannabe pimp phase. And I don't call myself no pimp. I was never no pimp. I ain't had a heart for it. I've worked with females and things like that, and broke bread, made money, you know. But I ain't never beat up the girl, took her money. You better get out there on the corner. You better get in the hotel room, the gorilla pimping and all that. Like, I could never, ever do that. But I put my hand in it, and I was given an interview by the Dante Smith show, right? Or Dante Smith show. And before the show, he had asked me, like, bro, I be seeing certain things in your videos or whatever, like, you be pimping or whatever you ever met. I just know a bunch of them, bro. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I would never call myself no pimp. I never talk about it either because I was like quite embarrassed about it. But I'm like, you know what? It's a whole story behind all this, man. Some crazy stories, verifiable stories. People still living and can vouch for these stories, just like the prison stuff, right? Just no documented paperwork with it, but it's a story people want to know and they interested and intrigued by. So I'm gonna start talking about it more. Like, even this right here that I gave you, like, this super watered down, super PG. You feel me? Like, the more I get comfortable about it, the more the audience grow, whatever. Then I speak on some of my experience and things, especially when I'm off papers. I'll speak on, you know what I'm saying? I'll speak on some stuff heavy and deep and show y'all too, you know what I'm saying, what I'm talking about. You dig? But yeah, I was always embarrassed to admit that I like tried to pimp, and you know how I go, man. Like, when you start getting conscious about things, you start feeling bad about it. That's why it'd be hard for me to write raps and stuff like that, or come on here like I'm just super thugged out and all that stuff. Like, I did it all my life being somebody that wasn't. And it always got me in trouble. It always got me told on. It always got me in beef and drama, that, you know, to the point where it's hard for me to go certain places that I like to go without doing this all day. You feel me? Like, I never want to be that person that's just pump faking. You feel me? Like, I could come on here tough or different, you know, top on, make it look like I'm switching this and that, a little buffs. I could do all that stuff, but I don't be wanting to cap, man, on who I am. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, some of this shit quite embarrassing when you become conscious. You know what I'm saying? So, peace and blessings be upon y'all. I just want to tell you that story, man. Big 5.
Detroit. I get a rush from catching bites. I love when I die. Pull up, broad day, make his mama cry. Me and Doja took his life. Fucking me, had to pay the price. Still in my hood. Bitch, I feel like bones. Pop a perk, I'm in my zone.